Hello, I'm Mike Gorman, and I have the privilege of serving as the president of your Salem Community College, the affordable, quality, empowering, and personalized educational opportunity. I'm joined by Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, Maura Cavanagh. Maura chairs the Hunger and Basic Needs Task Force and serves as the Hunger Free Campus Grant Administrator. Big title. Maura, please tell our viewers a little bit about when this all started and why it started and your role in all of this.
Sure, I'd love to, Mike. It actually started in 2018 when one of our Board of Trustee members, Rob Carter, came to the college and mentioned that he had seen research about students in need and thought that it would be a great idea for the college to start a food pantry. So at that point, the college began with very modest beginnings. We repurposed 2 cabinets from our science labs, put them in our mailroom, and created kind of a food pantry cupboard. And this original pantry really helped to meet that need. In 2023, however, the Hunger and Basic Needs Task Force that you mentioned that I chair decided that we would like to rebrand the pantry. And so it was rebranded at that point to be called the Oak Essentials. We chose that name because of our Mighty Oak mascot, but also to help to reduce the stigma of students coming to a food pantry. And we wanted students to feel like they could come to a place, receive resources, and have a sense of dignity when they did that. We also expanded the offerings. Not only did we offer food at that point, but also essential items like toiletries, hygiene products, and school supplies.
This is a rather critical time, and families are running into more financial difficulties. What have you seen in terms of the change in need over our student body over the last couple of years?
You know, this year we have seen more visits to our food pantry than we saw all of last year. So just in a couple months, we've really seen the usage escalate. It's been about a 252% increase from this year compared to last year. So what we noticed with that is the space wasn't keeping up. We were getting 11, 12, 15 students at a time coming to our small little cupboard space. And so the task force really decided that we needed to look for a new space and expand. And so that's what happened this fall. Through some serendipity, a space opened up, and with the help of our task force and especially our facilities crew, they worked some magic, and we took what was in 2 cupboards and expanded it into an amazing space. It really created a space where we could have real shelving, a refrigerator, a freezer, and be able to provide a real shopping experience for our students to meet this increasing need that we've been seeing.
Maura, I noticed there's a lot of stuff on the shelves here. How does that get there?
You know, we really couldn't run the Oak Essentials without the extensive network of support that we have. First and foremost, it starts with our Hunger and Basic Needs Task Force, because they really help me and the college organize everything that happens in here. So it's a team effort. But behind the team effort, we have a network of supporters. First and foremost, we have an amazing backbone of support from the state of New Jersey. Additionally, we have a great support of local businesses, civic organizations, groups like Camors, Habitat for Humanity, local church organizations. And I definitely have to give a great big shout out to the Penns Grove Rotary. They have actually been with us since the origination of the food pantry, and they provide a donation every month at their meeting to the food pantry, which really helps to keep these shelves stocked. We're so fortunate to have, people who really care about our students and know that there's a need and help us support the sustainability of the food pantry.
For those people that are viewing this film, how can they help support the Oak Essentials Food Pantry?
Excellent question. First and foremost, we appreciate any support that we can get, small or large. If anyone, any organization or individual would like to support the Oak Essentials Pantry, they can reach out to us at oakessentials@salemcc.edu. And one of our great team members will reach back out to them and share our direct donation link where they could donate funds, money, Or we also have a pantry wish list. We know students love things like mac and cheese and microwavable items, and things that stay shelf stable. So we've got a great list that will help people when they're donating items, know what to donate. With the new addition of our refrigerator and freezer, we've even had some new donations from Thomas Foods, who's donating fresh ground beef. So if any large organizations would like to donate anything, we'll be more than happy to accept.
When a student finds themselves in need, whether it be for the weekend or a week or whatever, how do they gain access to the Oak Essentials?
So right now with our new location, we ask students to visit our Learning Commons front desk. One of our amazing staff members can walk the student over to the Oak Essentials. A student just needs to provide their student ID number, and the staff member will walk around with them and assist them. Students can access up to 12 items each visit. They can come once a week. And beyond food, we've realized, as I mentioned, that students sometimes might need something additional that they can't just get while they're here. So we also provide vouchers to our cafe. Maybe they can get a hot meal, bus passes, so they can provide transportation to classes the next day, or gift cards to local stores. And when students have visited our new pantry with our staff, it's really become more than just an increase in square footage. They've really felt like it's a real shopping experience, and they've noted many times that our staff has been incredibly caring.
One of the things I noticed, I guess it was 2 years ago, was the pop-up farm stand. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, I would love to. Our pop-up farm stands came out of our Hunger and Basic Needs Task Force as a way to provide an extension of our Oak Essentials to students. And so what happens is between June and November, monthly, we provide a pop-up farm stand. And what that means is that we have partnered, our farm stand team has partnered with our three local farmers in Salem County. Okay. And really, David Watts, who's an agriculture professor here, as well as a local farmer, has helped our farm stand team organize this. So we've worked with his farm, Watts Organic Farm, A.T. Busby Farm, and Sickler Circle View Farm. And each of the farms, through the great funding of the Hunger Free Campus Grant, has been able to provide fresh produce and poultry and beef products to our students free of charge. So we really offer this kind of farm stand experience, but it's more than that. It's a day, hopefully good weather. Sometimes we've had to do it inside, but it's a day where the entire college community gathers and they really share in the fact that we can provide this, beautiful fresh produce and poultry and beef products to our students. And the students have just come back and talked to us. I've gotten many testimonials, almost students in tears, just how appreciative they are that Salem Community College has giving them the opportunity to get fresh produce in a great environment.
Just for the benefit of our viewers, we had to break taping for a moment because we actually had a visit to the Oak Essentials Pantry where somebody had a need and you took care of them. I was very admired how diplomatically that was handled, and it was just kind of emblematic of what we do here. Thank you for all of your efforts, and it's our first vlog of 2026, and we're striving to make 26 our best year yet. Thank you very much, Maura.
You're welcome.